afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the year 2018. That's right, we are back. The Christmas break has come and gone, and now we are into the new year. This is 2018, and we're entering the second half of the 2017-18 cricket season. So today is the 13th of January, and we are going to be seeing day one of a day two clash. It is round 9 in the B grade. Diamond Creek versus Mernda here at the Coventry Oval. Now, we were meant to be back last week on the 6th for a one-day clash with the Barclays Shield Diamond Creek team here at Coventry Oval, but it was 40 degrees, and so it was decided by the DVCA to call off that entire round, which is why we're here now in the middle of January. We've had, three or 4 weeks off since our previous broadcast here on Channel 8, the local sports network, and so we're very excited with the opportunity to get back into broadcasting cricket, because this is what Channel 8 is all about. You are watching, of course, Channel 8, the local sports network, in association with our partners, Bizz 99.9 FM Substitute Radio. I am, of course, your host and lead commentator, Chukka Wilson, and I welcome you here to this broadcast. Now, today's clash is Diamond Creek versus Mernda, round 9 of the B grade. And after this round is over, there is then going to be just 4 more rounds. And so now we're coming into the business end of the cricket season, which is usually when the start of the year happens, when teams figure out whether they're definitely going to be in the finals, whether they're definitely not going to be in the finals, or whether they need to pull up better performances and improve, or hold their ground in order to get into the finals. And so this is where we're going to see some interesting tactical plays in terms of maneuvering and trying to figure out how many wins you need to get into the finals. So Diamond Creek versus Mernda. So let's just have a look at the ladder now, and then we will see exactly the situation at play in terms of this game. So Riverside are way on top of the league. They have 6 wins, which is far and away higher than anyone else. They are on a mammoth 39 points. Then we come up to a large bulk of teams that have won 4 games, and the only thing that separates them is other matters. So we've got Mernda, which is who is playing today. They are on 30 points, 4 wins, 2 losses, and a tie. And then the next 2 teams have 4 wins and 3 losses, which are Epping and Bundoora, and they are both on 27. And so that is the current top 4. And as you can, it's very nicely placed so that a percentage isn't what's determining it, it's the wins. So we've got 4 wins is currently enough to get into the finals. Then we've got the second 4, Diamond Creek. So here we go, Diamond Creek are in 5th place, 3 wins, 3 losses and a tie, giving them 24 points. And then below that we've got another team with 3 wins, but because they didn't get the tie they have less points. McLeod with 3 wins, 4 losses with 21 points. Montmorency is below that with 2 wins and 5 losses with 15 points. And then Bundoora United way down at the bottom, 1 win, 6 losses, 9 points. Now, in terms of exactly these 2 teams, Diamond Creek and Mernda. So when you have a look at the ladder, you would say, well, Mernda are in 2nd place, Diamond Creek are in all the way down at 5th. So it seems like Mernda should be comfortably the favourites in this contest. And let's add to that in terms of the streaks over the course of this season. So let's start with Mernda. They started their season off with a loss, then a tie, then a loss. And then, so that they were winless after 3 rounds. And then the final 4 rounds before the Christmas break, they had all wins. And so they have completely turned their season around from being winless after 3 to then winning 4 in a row. And so if they won this game, it would be 5 in a row. And Diamond Creek is the complete opposite, the other way around. So they won their first game, then there was a tie, then there was a win, and then there was a win. So defeatless after 4 rounds. But then they lost their last 3. And so defeatless after 4 rounds. They were in 2nd place on the ladder. They were going amazingly well. Everything was going for them, and then they have just fallen off the rails. And now it's just a question of trying to rebuild and get back onto the rails, because considering how many talented players they have, considering all of the resources at hand, to then lose 3 games in a row, just going into the Christmas break and having all the wind knocked out of your sails, and your voyage is completely off course. It's really a question of figuring out how to recover the situation and get back onto the winning ways.
Can you miss what you never have known? And can you ache for a place that was never your home? No misgivings or shame, like a moth to the flame, to burn up or fizzle alone. Can you know who inhabits your skin? And can you trust that you won't blow away in the wind? Do you tether your hopes or let go of the ropes in the hope that you someday descend? Just follow the road, the blood in your veins like a track for the trains. Sometimes you just need to stop searching and stand up and go. Just follow the road. Can a bird take flight in the sky with no map and no compass for thousands of miles, and just glide through the air on a wing and a prayer, till the day he finally arrives, when the rain comes out of the clouds. It makes no decision to fall to the ground. His fate was ordained when the time came to rain. There's nowhere to go now but down. Just follow the road. The blood in your veins like a track for the trains. The heart always aims for the place where you belong. Just follow it home. Though it may not agree with the path that you seek, sometimes you just need to stop searching and stand up and go. Just follow the road. Love exist unexpressed, with no way to show it to you in the flesh. If you follow the road till it leads you back home, you'll find that the answer is yes.
Okay, so now let's have a look at the two teams. So let's start with Diamond Creek. So we've got Dale Wells, the wicketkeeper Joshua Merritt, Stephen Luff, Lachlan Devine, the captain Jared Williams, Mitchell McDonald, Bradley Shallard, Alex McCormick, Jackson Elzink, Callum Sexton and Bailey Robshaw. For the Mernda team, we have Stephen Soyon, Jack Jerebeck, Darren McCurry, the wicketkeeper Chris Smith, Justen McCurry, the captain Robert Corrigan, Rengana Fernando, Damon Bainbridge, Aaron Granau, Craig Simmons and Rodney Pratt. Those are the two teams.
Rainbow waiting by my window, rainbow singing at my Georgia pines and dandelions are bobbing in the careless summer breeze. Sunshine skipping on the sidewalk. Sunshine not as bright as you. When you shattered free, you blinded me, and now I'm seeing stars around my head. And it's all I know. You're the afterglow that never fades. Tadpole squiggle in the water. Tadpole dancing toward the light. From a pollywog into a frog in 20 seconds flat. Well, how about that? Mayfly skimming on the water. Mayfly only for the day. And if love is just a fleeting whim, then why is it you never dimmed away? And it's all I know. You're the afterglow that never fades. After all these years of living in your shadow, after all these years of bathing in your light, the only thing I know is you're the afterglow that never fades. My love brighter than a diamond. My love shining like the sun. But I never try to close my eyes. I never want to hide you in the dark. Oh, and it's all I know. You're the afterglow that never fades. Oh, and it's all I know. You're the afterglow. So just take it slow until the sun falls low. Then light me up.
So, like I said, Saturday last week was 41 degrees, and it was so hot that they decided to call off the game. And then through the course of the past week, we have seen no rain, but the temperature has gone much further down. So on Sunday it was 21 degrees, Monday 23 degrees, Tuesday 22 degrees, Wednesday 25 degrees. So all of those days, you know, comfortable in the 20s, no rain, it looked much more pleasant. Then we had another spout of humidity where it went up to 35 degrees on Thursday, and it was 30 or 31 degrees on Friday. So the temperature shot up, the humidity shot up, and then we had some rain. We had quite a lot, you know, a modest amount of rain yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening, and then last night. And when you woke up this morning, the entire, you know, area was damp from the rain that had happened last night. It's nothing significant, there are no puddles, but at the time the rain was enough of a nuisance that you would have had to have worn an umbrella. But other than that, it's nothing to, you know, get upset about. It's nothing that's gonna ruin everything. So, what about today? today is going to be 21 degrees with a 16 overnight with a high expected of 21. There is an 80% chance of rain with the expectation that there will be showers through the afternoon and the evening, and it is expected to be partly cloudy. The rain is not predicted to be that heavy, 2 to 8 millimeters. Now, if all those 8 millimeters happen all at the one time, then we might see some play interrupted. But other than that, you would expect, you know, in the single figures, rain is normally not enough to get in the way of playing cricket.
History repeats itself in the patterns in the stone. We close our eyes and fumbling, we listen or we don't. The anchor man is babbling, weatherman's a liar. The sports report's a waste of time for the bored and the tired. And the past is all we talk about, 'cause it's all we've ever known. For my own funeral, don't let me hold you up. Just tell them I've got other plans, I've got work to do.
Now, over the course of this season, we have spent quite a lot of time talking about the Diamond Creek 2s in the B grade, but we haven't had a chance to talk much about Mernda, so let's do that right now. Let's go back through their entire season to see how they've done. Now, we've already went through their W's and L's, the fact that they went winless after 3 rounds and then got 4 wins in a row to give themselves a 4-2 a 4-2 count. So let's go through those games. So let's start round 1 versus Epping at the Epping Recreation. Mernda won the toss, elected to bat, and were bowled out for 87 with 37.3 overs. Stewart 23, Mercury 13, Pratt 12. For the Epping bowlers, Murphy 3 for 9, Stevanov 3 for 16, Kitch 2 for 16, and Talevsky 2 for 10. In response, Epping chased it down 6 for 88 after 27.5 overs. Kulikowski 25, Shorters 19, Reed 14. The Mernda bowlers, Pratt for 2 for 22, Bainbridge 1 for 13, Stewart 2 for 8, and Mercury 1 for 9. That's round 2. Diamond Creek at the Mungrug Oval, which was broadcast on Channel 8 quite some months ago. Diamond Creek won the toss and elected to bat 6 for 144 after 40 overs. Devine 39, McDonald 36, Bedurk 23, Wells 12 not out, Taylor 16. For the Mernda bowlers, Corrigan 2 for 18, Bainbridge 1, Pratt 1, Perrin 1, Grinnell 1. In response, Mernda got bowled out with just 1 ball to spare for the exact same score of 144. Stott 25, Smith 29, Mercury 21, Jarabek 17, Pratt 14, and Grinnell 12. For the Diamond Creek bowlers, Williams took 4 for 33, Bedurk 2 for 30, and then 1s for Sexton, Wells, and Elsink. Then we had round 3. Round 3 versus Bandura at Waterview Reserve North. Bandura won the toss and elected to field, and Mernda were bowled out for 150 in the 70th over. Mercury 32, Corrigan 41, Virtue 20, and Meek 16. For the Bandura bowlers, White 7 for 7, Ganliffe 1, Pierce 1, Wills 1. And then Bandura responded by chasing it down, but needing to bat those extra overs because of bowling out their opponent, so they faced 81 overs. Chased it down, 7 for 153. Caracella 33. Adano 24. White 24 not out. Caracella 10 not out. Smith 15 and Sakpal 17. For the Mernda bowlers, Corrigan 2 for 21, Simmons 2 for 23, and then Davies 3 for 14. So there you go, a tie separated by 2 losses, and Mernda would have thought that their season was in ruins at that point. But things were going to be recovering right next round, with round 4, which was against Montmorency at Montmorency Park. Mernda won the toss and elected to bat, and they were bowled out for 169 in the 78th over. Perrin 75, Pratt, Delawis, Solian, Marshall, and Bainbridge all got double-figure scores. For the Montmorency bowlers, Scanlon 2 for 17, Dorr 2 for 17, Goodman 3 for 32, Compton 2 for 25, and then 1 for Syed. In response to a modest total, Montmorency were bowled out for 124 in the 65th over. Wood 24, Daw 24, and then double figure scores for Buffy, Syed, Lee and Greenwood. For the Mernda bowlers, Perrin 2 for 8, Bainbridge 2 for 27, Granau 2 for 24, Simmons 3 for 21. So a win at long last for Diamond, for Mernda. Alright, so now we're coming into the final parts of the year 2017. So, Bandura United versus Mernda at Waterview Reserve South. Mernda won the toss and elected to bat. And they batted out 65 overs with a score of 8 for 263. Perrin got 100, Solyan got 73, and then Pratt 29, and then double figure scores for Simmons and Smith. So, in response to a very large target, Bandura United were bowled out for 108 in the 59th over. Slattery got 42, Giarusso 28, Drowan 13 for the Mernda bowlers. Davies 3 for 17, Perrin 2 for 16, Pratt 3 for 30, and Granau 2 for 20. So another win there. Round 6 versus Epping at Waterview Reserve North. Mernda won the toss and elected to bat. And this was a one-day game. And they batted out their 40 overs, 8 for 147. Solyan 26, Perrin 38, Mercury 20, McCallie, Corrigan and Pratt also got double figure scores. For the Epping bowlers, Stevanov 3 for 6, Fitzpatrick 3 for 47, and then 1s for Tinsley and Kitch. In response, Epping were bowled out for 118 in the 34th over. Trollbridge 23, Murphy 38 not out, and then Wilkins also got double figures. Granau 2 for 21, Simmons 3 for 22, Pratt 2 for 36, and then 1 for Corrigan. And then finally the final game before the Christmas break versus Montmorency at Waterview Reserve North. Mernda won the toss and elected to bat, batting out their 40 overs, 8 for 143. Mercury 34, McCallie 20, Smith 21, and then double figure scores for Solyan and Corrigan. Montmorency bowlers, Scanlon 2 for 16, Daw 2 for 31, and then 1s to Compton and Snelson. And in response, Montmorency were bowled out for 129, in the final over. Scanlon 38, Lee 23, Compton 11. For the Mernda bowlers, Pratt 5 for 36, Corrigan 3 for 34, and then 1s to Granau and Simmons. And of course that was round 7 at the Christmas break, and then round 8 was completely called off because of the heat, which is why we're currently into round 9, because everyone got the equal points for the draw last round as it was called off. So there you have it. And like I said, it was a clear indication that Mernda has been able to turn their season around from 2 losses and a tie, where they were just not putting up the performances necessary to, you know, fully get get over the top of your opponents and win games, and it was very troubling. But then when you look at those 4 games they've won in a row, now these aren't just games they've scraped through. They've generally been on top of the games and significantly won. And the particular strength is with their bowlers. Because as you were hearing me read out the scorecards, the same names kept coming up. Mernda bowlers taking wickets, either contributing with 1 or taking bags of 2 or 3 repeatedly through the course of the season, which suggests that they have a very strong bowling unit in place that is very capable, that can take lots of wickets, that is able to shut down opponent batting lineups and able to get through the defences. And so throughout Mernda's wins, apart from the one time when they scored a huge 260, apart from that, it has been a case of Mernda scoring enough runs that are necessary in order to win the game, and then their bowlers do all the big hard work in terms of bowling out their opponents for a very small score. And so if you exclude that one game where they scored the 260, each time they were able to make the runs of a winning total through 10s and 20s and the occasional 30. So there hasn't been that many half centuries for Mernda this season, which suggests that they are a very bowling strong team, and the problems, if they are ever going to emerge, are going to be through their batting, because it seems as though when you discount the Bundoora United game, because Bundoora United are at the bottom of the ladder, so if you discount that and you just focus on the one-day games, then you'd say that maybe they don't have the full run-scoring capacity necessary to chase down large targets or survive through long periods of time. But that is yet to be seen. Alright, it's time to take a break now. You are watching Channel 8, the local sports network, in association with our partners, Bizz 99.9 FM Substitute Radio. I am your host and lead commentator, Chukka Wilson. We are here at the Coventry Oval on the 13th of January to witness round 9 of the B grade between Diamond Creek and Mernda. Alright, let's have a break now, and when we come back, we are going to see live play very soon. Don't go away, cricket is just around the corner. This is Channel 8.
What's your favorite color? Why does summer make you sad? Do you crave the snow? Where did you get your favorite pair of shoes? Oh, I wanna know all the things that make you sing and tap your little toes. Oh, I wanna know. Did you cry when your father said goodbye? Did he leave a note? Do you scream when you wake up from a dream? Oh, wanna hear between your ears and swim inside your brain. Oh, I wanna know. I wanna know thin and thick, what makes you smile, what makes you tick. I wanna know what gets you out of bed. You're a mystery to me, and I'm not asking for the key, but I hope that you will let me in the door. Would you run if I told you you're the one? Would you stay or go? Could it be you've been waiting here for me? Oh, I wanna know. Don't make me wait, just tell me straight before I have to go. Oh, I wanna know. Oh, I wanna know.
Welcome back. So the players are just in the last phases of getting ready before they come out onto the field to begin the day's play. And in the last couple of hours or so, the temperature has decreased a little bit. It feels quite in the mid-teens. There is a gentle breeze coming from the south, which is cooling everything down. There's been a little bit of rain, a bit of spitting here and there, but nothing significant. By the time you notice that it's spitting and you look up in the sky, it's already stopped. So that's the kind of rain that we're currently being dealt with here. So here comes the umpire. And here come the two batsmen with the square leg umpire there as well. So, like I said, still waiting for the fielding team to come out. So, like I said, it's very cool. It feels very Englishy. Southerly breeze that's cooling everything down, and a little bit of rain droplets here and there. The sky is mostly cloud, and it's mostly dark cloud. There's large patches of darker cloud interspersed with brighter whiteness, and so it becomes like a form of rolling hills, where the significant proportion is the dark clouds, and then here and there are the brighter clouds. There are little patches here and there of blue, but they are not significant, and so we are dealing with very overcast conditions. So this seems like very good weather for bowling, because overcast conditions should help the ball swing, plus it's very pleasant, which means you won't get tired out from your bowling spell or from your fielding, and so you should really enjoy your time out there, because you won't be stressed or strained or overworked in a significant way. So definitely, as far as that is concerned, it should be good to bowling. And this is of course the first game of the new year, 2018, and because the previous game was heated out, it means that there hasn't been a competitive game for 3 or 4 weeks. So it's been quite some time since they've spent some time in the middle, and so how that will affect the batsmen in terms of getting used to getting on the ground and actually feeling the bat on ball and running between the wickets, that is yet to be seen. So it looks like Diamond Creek are fielding. I recognise all these players. So now they're coming out onto the middle. Yes, it's going to be interesting because, like I said in the pre-game discussion, I felt that the strength of Mernda was definitely their bowlers, and their weakness was their batting, because other than when they were playing the team that was in last place, when they scored a massive 260, they have not proved themselves to score massive amounts of runs, but they've always scored enough runs necessary that their bowlers are able to defend a target. So exactly what will happen here? Will they be able to bat out 80 overs and score a significant enough target that they will be able to actually allow their bowlers to defend it in the second innings? Alright, so everyone's getting into their positions and the fielders being set up. Alright, let's take a break now. When we come back, we've got ball one. This is Channel 8.